Been reported this week that more women are delaying motherhood and having children in their 40s. The Office for National Statistics says that this is a growing trend due to more women focusing on their careers for longer and then enjoying a kind of prolonged adolescence before settling down and starting a family. So, when we all look back, what do we wish we'd not put off till later? And what do we determine not to leave any later than right now?
OK, well, motherhood.
It's the biggie, isn't it?
It's the big one because, you know, we're taught that we can have everything. You can have a career and you can pick and choose when you become a mum and all the rest of it. And I thought that was the case. And I had Beau when I was 35. And I just kept ploughing on with my career. And then when I was 40-something, I decided I wanted to have another child. And because Beau had come along very easily, I thought, well, I'll just have another one when I want. And, of course, that isn't always the case, is it? So I would definitely say that if I was to give Beau advice, I'd say think about it earlier on, you know. I don't put it on the back burner. But what's really strange is I'm 40-something and I've got a real sense of getting older now. It suddenly hit me about a week ago, like, my body doesn't work as well as it used to.
And don't tell me.
Do you know what I mean? It's like because I've been moved out to the country and I live near a field.
Where are we going with this?
Well, no, I walk a lot, and I find that my body it lets me down sometimes. So one of the things I'm not going to put off, and I'm going to try and sort it out next week, I've got to do a will. Yeah. I've not done a will.
A will?
Yeah, I'm not going to...
Wasn't exactly what we were thinking
of. No, and it sounds a bit miserable.
No, it's very important
to
get one sorted out.
Yeah, because I think, I don't know, just suddenly I've got a real sense of my own mortality and it's quite frightening in one respect, but also it makes me get my house in order so that I can make sure that Beau's all right in the future and take care of that business, you know, which is important.
I'm the same as you. I actually wished... Looking back now, if all things were equal, I could have had children earlier and I could have had more children and, you know, but things ain't like that, are they? Your life goes on and you have to deal with what you deal with at the time. I would say to my daughter, and she's had Ollie, and I would say, you know, have more while she's in her 20s and do that now and then you can have your life after that again. You know, you can start again, whereas if you have them late 30s, late 40s, you know, you're kind of crossing over all the time. But I look back and I think, I wish I'd had a mind camera, you know, like, in the moments that you just remember, you know, and you take that photograph, because things do go, don't they? And you kind of forget. I wish I'd had that.
But I always say that to the kids. I always say, right, blink and take the picture.
Absolutely,
try
blink.
And remember it. You know,
I just think it's important to just remember those times. But you know what? Most important is what makes your heart beat every day that you wake up. And it's my Ollie and my Keely. And I think that, you know, and all my family. And I think you just have to grab those moments. Not lull to back in the past. That past is gone.
It's gone.
Just take everything now and remember that you didn't remember. Yeah. And have it now and go, let's take this and just be excited about it all.
And it's lovely, all of that. But what you're saying, I say exactly the same to my daughter. Have them young, love. Have them in your 20s. Or even earlier. And I'll look after them, don't worry. Granny Carol will be there. But you're absolutely right. You know, particularly nowadays, the younger girls have all these pressures to be superwoman. You've got to be the most brilliant, you've got to be the most beautiful, you've got to be the thinnest, you've got to be the funniest, you've got to have the man with the biggest car and other things.
I'm glad you said car.
You know, and so on and so forth. So when I was going through all of that, I had to provide, and my mum and I, Jean, lived together. And so Mum and I kind of provided for each other, and then I started providing for Mum, then I had the kids providing for my kids, and there's, like, extended family and all of that. And now, I haven't stopped at all. I'm 50 later in the year, and I just think, right, I've had enough of that now. Everybody's looked after, everybody's careful. Now, I'm going to do all the adventures that I should have done in my 20s. So I'm going wing walking. I'm going to learn to scuba. I'm going to learn how to sail. I'm going to do so much more travelling than I've ever done before. And I'm going to do all of that stuff now before it's too late. So that's what I do.
You see, I'm listening to you three, and do you know what? I don't regret one thing. And I don't regret having kids. Because I'm listening to you and you're saying, oh, I wish I'd have had this, I wish I'd have done that, I wish I'd have had these earlier, I wish I'd have done that. Because I haven't had kids, I've been able to learn to scuba dive. I've been parachute jumping, and I've done everything that I wanted to do, you know, and I've done it all. And now, I can relax and enjoy my life a little bit more.
Don't you want to come doing it with me then?
No, I'm going to sit in my garden for a change.
With your brassicas?
Yes.
With your brassicas?
With my brassicas.
Oh, do you know, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit in my garden and grow my own veg.
Yeah.
And then,
I'm not going that far. I'll still nip to the supermarket.
And you've got eggs.
All right, I'll leave you two in your gardens. So.